Hey guys, hello everybody. I'm just checking to see that I've got everybody on live on YouTube. That one has popped up, and I want to see if I'm on Facebook now. I'm not showing up on Facebook yet. Supposed to be a simulcast here with Facebook. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I believe, yeah, I'm live now. Okay, looking good. I hope you can hear me okay. If you can hear me okay, type one in the comment section there. Whether you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. So here we are Wednesday night. This is the 21st of May, 2025, and Wall Street has been open for about 30 minutes. And there's no news today. No high impact news items that we need to be concerned about at all. In fact, we'll just go and look at the calendar. That's forexfactory.com. That's our go-to website, forexfactory.com. There you have it on the screen. And this is tomorrow. Okay, this is Thursday, the 22nd of May, and it's going to be a busy day with the high impact news. We got a lot of things coming on the euro. That'll be during the European and London session, and then in the also in the London session, a couple of news on the pound, and then in the U.S. session, we have three items on the U.S. session. The usual unemployment claims is coming on tomorrow during the U.S. session, and then after that, we have the flash manufacturing PMI and the flash services PMI. So all of these high impact news items tomorrow. It's been a fairly quiet day, not too active, normal movement. We're not seeing anything crazy today. Not yet, not so far. But the US session is kind of just getting started. But we'll look at the charts here shortly. I just want to look briefly at the fear and greed index. This is the fear and greed index, okay? And I like to look at this once in a while. We have a rating of 67, and this doesn't tell us a whole lot except that the market sentiment is fairly optimistic, at least more optimistic than they have been in the past. Just about 3 weeks ago, we were over here at a rating of 3 or 4, really low, extreme fear. But the sentiment has improved a little bit, and the market is generally optimistic, which means that they are less likely to go for safe havens, such as gold. But we are seeing gold, the price of gold rising steadily the last few days. So this is just a general overview of what the market sentiment is. Nothing that we base trades on, okay, but just gives us a general idea of what the market sentiment is. So let's go over and look at the charts and see what we've got there. There's our chart. And this is the DXY. And this is the US dollar index compared with 6 major currencies. And somebody says, well, that looks like the dollar is getting stronger. And I've been saying since the beginning of the year that the dollar is going to decline. And we're seeing that decline continuing here for the last 7 or 8 trading days. But then you say, well, but look at this, it was getting stronger here. Yeah. Well, let's just zoom out a little bit and see what it looks like. Now, does that look like the dollar is getting stronger to you? This goes back here to, that's February. And up here is the first week of January. That doesn't look like a strong dollar to me. Okay. Yeah, we get some retracements. You get these pullbacks. There's a good one there. There's a pullback there. There's a pullback there. We had a good one about 10 days ago after they looked like they were coming to agreement on the US-China tariffs. But overall, look at the big picture. This is what we want to know, the big picture. The US dollar is declining. Okay, it's losing strength, and now it's trading below 100, which is a strong psychological number. We've been below that previously, and it looks like we're going to go below that again. So the dollar declining, and gold is paired with the dollar. Our major pairs, Euro, New Zealand, are paired with the dollar, so they should be bullish against the US dollar. And before we look at gold, let's look at Bitcoin. What a stellar move this thing is making, Bitcoin. Wow. Yesterday I had a trade for you at 103, but Bitcoin did not come down to 103. It only came down to 104. So you might not have got into this big move that we had in the close of the US session yesterday, a big move up. And then it's moved up again today. Earlier in the Asian session, Bitcoin went up to 107,000 and change. And now look at it going again. So the all-time high is 109,000 and change. So we might be breaking that 109,000. We might be going for an all-time high with Bitcoin. Maybe 110,000, maybe today or tomorrow. You look at this big move that we've been having on Bitcoin. This has been going back since the 20th of April. Just a steady move, then a little consolidation, steady move up, a little more consolidation, big move up, a lot of consolidation here for about 2 weeks, and now starting to head up for higher prices. So good news for all the Bitcoin hodlers, and good news for the ones that got in early. All right, you're doing well. I don't trade Bitcoin, but if you want to trade Bitcoin, it might pull back down. Okay, it did pull back down yesterday. It pulled back a little bit today, but we have support, of course, at 105,000, 105. So if you want to put a pending buy limit at 105, that would be a good place to put it. And then maybe catch another move up to 110, perhaps. Maybe 110 is where we're going soon. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Now let's look at the one that everybody wants to look at, and I know that's gold. And gold is right now trading at $32.99. $32.99. And what we have is bullish on the 4-hour chart. Bullish on the 4-hour chart. As you can see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We're moving up. Fell down a little bit here, but came back up. So 5 days of moving up. So gold is bullish on the H4 chart. And on the day one chart, it's just slightly bearish. I think after today's US session, we will be bullish on the day one chart, but we'll wait and see. So these yellow lines here are the support and resistance. And we have support at 32.63. 32.63. If it starts to come down, we have three, on the 4-hour chart, we have 3 red candles. So that means the last 8 or 10 hours it's been bearish. All right, after we had a big move up in the Asian session, it's been slightly bearish. But now with the US session getting started, we might see it moving back up to our resistance level, which is 32.23. No, sorry, 33.23. We have broken above 3200. So now that's our psychological support level. We don't want to go back down there, and we have broken above 33, right now at 3,300. Right now at 3,300. And it looks like it wants to break above that and go to higher prices. This is the strong psychological zone that is not surprising. Okay, it will take some effort, some strong momentum by the bulls, by the buyers, to push above 3,300. That's exactly where we're trading now, 3299, 3300. So if we just break above this here, and our resistance is I guess you would call our minor resistance is 33.22. But we need to break above and close above 3,300 to see if we're going to see continuous bullish movement. And that will depend on how the market moves in today's US session. If we do get a lot of bullish movement, if the buyers come in really strong and we break above 33.22, then our next level here is 33.54. That's the next level of resistance, 33.54. So what do you want to do with gold today? Do you want to buy or do you want to sell? Well, I believe it's a buyer's market. So if I was to put a buy limit, I would put my buy limit at 32.89, 32.88, 32.89. right in here. This is where our main support was earlier today, where we were today. 32.88, 32.89, 32.90, right in that zone there where we got to in the previous 4-hour candle. So a buy limit there, of course, use a stop loss. Protect your capital, okay? Don't be greedy. Don't take a buy order and then it goes into a loss and you think, "Oh, it's going to come back." Don't believe that. Put a stop loss. If you have to accept a small loss, that's okay. All right, so a buy limit at around 32.90, 32.88, 32.90, a buy limit. And let's see if we can move up to higher prices today with our first take profit at 33.22. Take profit at 33.22. And then if it starts to break above that, our next resistance will be 33.54. Okay, guys, that's it for this Wednesday session. I hope that this will help you with your analysis, with your trading. If you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to like, love, and share. I do appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel and click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of these videos. And of course, if you have any comments or any inquiries, just leave them below in the comments and I will get back to you. So have a good session of trading in the US session, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you again same time tomorrow.